You need to hear the panic in this video, because the passenger realizes the thing running next to them isn't an animal. But look at its focus. It sprints at 50 miles an hour without glancing at the car. It ignores them completely.
They eat babies. That is not bullshit. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood.
So here is that lightning, the walking spider lightning. I initially thought this was some AI bullshit, but apparently it's not.
Can somebody explain to me what the hell are they selling at Subway's? What the? Shut up! They saying that's the big hot dog, the big hot dog. Subway's is now selling big hot dogs. Pause.
Dad?
Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and stepping up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos there, smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or two. I hope not. But don't forget to hype up the video. I love y'all collective. Shout out to Erica. Shout out to Michaela. Shout out to Gabe. Happy birthday to your wife as well. I appreciate y'all, man. I got more shout outs coming. I got y'all. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
哎呀我操！这大火燃起来了。
You know those little placards you see on the side of trucks when you're driving down the expressway? Those are hazmats. It could catch on fire, it could explode, it could melt your whole car with you in it. The gas can melt your lungs, the gas can melt your eyeballs, it could give you cancer. It could wait 5 years and give your whole face. I was assuming it's mostly propane in that truck. In my school for hazmat, I've seen trucks make craters. And one that's even scarier. Some of the gas is heavier than air, and it's flammable, so it rides along just like an invisible pool of water. Gets under all those cars that are kind of close to the wreck, and then somebody drives through it and ignites it, and all of a sudden, everybody's on fire. Pay attention to placards. You can look them up on the internet if you really want to know what those numbers mean. And I think they have to be hauling at least 1,000 pounds in order to have one of those placards. I might be wrong on the weight. But if you see a wreck like that and then there's a hazmat involved, stay away from it. The boogeyman's definitely in those details. Be aware and be safe.
I had to take the part out where the truck blew up. That shit looked crazy. Bro tweaking in broad daylight, NPC activities. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. I had a question for y'all though. Remember when we was talking about how shit gets muted or something don't get pushed? Y'all go back and look at the video before this. Do y'all see anything that was violent in the video from the point of 3 minutes and 10 seconds to 3 minutes and like 27 seconds? Let me know. Go back, look, and yes, the video before this one. Let me know if y'all saw any violence in the 3 minute point. At the 3 minute mark, did y'all see any violence? tore his ass up. I remember that clip.
Okay, this video is going viral right now out of India, showing, well, a shocking scene. And over here, we've banned plastic straws, so that's just great, isn't it? But here's the crazy part, what no one's talking about. And by the way, it's like, dude, let's clean up this beach, man. If all the people on this beach started picking stuff up, it'd take like 2 seconds. But anyways, it turns out that the Ganges River, which that probably was, is one of 10 rivers that is responsible for 95% of the plastic going into the world's oceans. By the way, the Yangtze River here, which is the longest or one of the most important river systems in China, is the biggest plastic polluter. So you think of India and plastic pollution, but China actually has a big problem with these two, with this river here, the Yangtze. But let's take this a step further. Who's making the plastic bottles? And first, how many are being made per day? It's estimated 1.3 billion plastic bottles are used every day. But the companies that are making it is only a few. So we could suggest that a lot of the plastic in the ocean, of course, it's not, 100% the plastic manufacturer company's fault, but I mean, they do have something to do with it. Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Nestle, Danone. That's the one where people think it's clean, but I'm sure it's not. But then what about hemp plastic? Because as you can see here, hemp can be made into a plastic for a single-use product that will degrade in 80 days. But is there as much money in that? Is the unfortunate question we have to ask. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Watch out, you better not die, you better not crash, I'll tell you why. 'Cause you told your wife you're at work.
You need to hear the panic in this video, because the passenger realizes the thing running next to them isn't an animal. But look at its focus. It sprints at 50 miles an hour without glancing at the car. It ignores them completely, which is somehow more terrifying than an attack.
I don't know. I need to see the original video.
In 2017, a Reddit thread would post a disturbing video that was recorded at a motel in southern Montana. The OP would go on to explain that this motel was located right next to a national park, and at 5 in the morning they were woken up by loud banging and screaming. The screaming would go on for nearly an hour, but there were no words to make out. Here's that video. Take a look. The OP would then go on to explain that they ran into a police officer who then questioned them as to why they were out so early. But after acknowledging the screams, he simply didn't do anything and drove away. So they tried to go about their day and even showed the video to several park rangers who simply said that they'd never heard anything like that before. Later that day, they went to the sheriff's office and the front desk clerk looking for answers, but they were only met with hostility. And in both instances, they were given the same answer, quote, "Sorry, ma'am, but that was an intoxicated woman yelling for her boyfriend." Now, the going theory is that this is simply a mountain lion. but with the rangers saying that they'd never heard anything like that, and the odd hostility from the front desk clerk, this clip leaves just enough doubt to make it unsettling. But as always, let me know what you think.
My dad was babysitting a ship that he had developed. It was a nuclear submarine. And they're going to fire these missiles on an island, and you probably know which island I'm talking about. And there's UAP, and it's acknowledged via radio. There's something going on, and it's above your vessel. Yeah. And the sub powers down. I'm getting chills right now. It's impossible for that to happen. Mm-hmm. Everything goes black. All communication's gone, and everybody's just standing there inside. And as sure as it powered down, it powered back up, which is impossible. Mm-hmm. The UAPs were gone, and they couldn't launch the test.
2/3 of his face were gone. And it appears, if you watch the video, again, this video is on my YouTube channel. Doug and I did an analysis of this before we went down there. I just jumped on the phone with Doug and said, hey, have you seen this? And we started talking, and I said, hey, let's turn the cameras on and record a Zoom video here. And we just sort of analyzed these videos that were coming out of the jungle, that were coming out of San Antonio de Pintuyacu and Nauta.
Where's Bigfoot? Oh, I thought he was across the road. Where's he at?
Is there any of these Bigfoot clips y'all don't believe? Let me know.
Telemundo actually showed a crazy video that shot the entire Hispanic community, which I'm going to show you. It's censored. That's how it showed on the news. So if you were watching the channel at the time, this is what you would have seen. Yeah. Nah. So a little backstory to that video. This couple named Maritza Martin Munoz and Emilio Nunez. And they knew each other since they were teenagers. They eventually got married at a very, very young age. I believe like 18, 19 years old. The following year, 1978, they have a daughter, Yoandra. They were obviously excited to have the girl, but a little bit after Yoandra being born, the relationship became toxic, which ended up leading them into getting a divorce. We move on to the daughter, Yoandra, right? She was 15 years old, and she was dating this boy who ended up getting her pregnant, which made her stress even more, right? And the parents didn't know anything. A couple months passed. She ends up telling the parents, hey, do you guys mind if I clean the car? Which they didn't really think anything of it. They was like, whatever, just trying to be nice. The following morning on Thanksgiving, the parents end up walking into the daughter's room with a gun that the mom had in the trunk. That happens. They have a funeral, but the mom doesn't want to tell Emilio, the biological father, because she says that she's scared of Emilio, and the dad doesn't find out about the funeral until the day of the funeral by a former relative. Obviously, Emilio makes his way to the funeral as fast as he can, which he does get there. After this, he's basically putting all the blame on the mother and the stepfather, to a point where he ends up getting in contact with Telemundo and the people who made the show Ocurrió Así. And now they get in contact with him. They set up an interview, and in the interview, he starts saying this.
Menos de 3 años, la madre tuvo un problema de abuso infantil con ella misma, donde ellos tuvieron que ir a una serie de visitas de médicos y de consejeros, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera.
¿A quién usted culpa de la muerte de su hija?
Si se viene a ver, hay varios culpables, pero hay un culpable fundamental. El culpable fundamental y principal de esto es la madre. Y yo la estoy acusando formalmente ante la policía. Yo se lo he planteado varias veces al instructor policial que tiene el caso, y él me ha dicho, sí, después yo te tomo las declaraciones, sí, después vamos a ver qué pasa, sí, después yo te llamo. Pero hasta ahora, nada en concreto.
The stepfather comes out and say like, yo, none of this shit is true. If the father really wanted to be in her life, he should have made that commitment to be in her life. He never gave her a penny, bro. He basically described him as a deadbeat. As time goes on, Emilio's father comes out and says, my son was a crazy mother. He's like a narcissistic. As a kid, he was very, very disturbed, and how there was multiple incidents of him saying that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when I'm gonna kill her. So he's been saying some back then, and the fact that the father is saying this is like, come on, bro. Like, how the f are you trying to prove your innocence now? Everybody thought.
See, the original video, I saw that early on in the channel. I put it up, but I had to post it very lightly, to where y'all had to think what was going on, because I couldn't post the whole thing. But he comes and does that shit, bro. I wish I could post it, but I can't. See, y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. Some sick shit. But that video right there, it made me think a little bit. Where I was like, did that just happen on camera? Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Dad?
Recently, a disturbing video has been spreading across the internet, allegedly recorded through a MacBook camera. The main character appears to be a young woman filming a makeup tutorial. At first, it seems like a normal beauty vlog. However, the atmosphere quickly changes when she hears strange noises coming from inside her house. She assumes it might be her parents returning home and hears a door opening and footsteps inside, but the sounds continue in an unnatural way, making her realize something is wrong. She calls out for her parents, but right after she speaks, the noises become louder and more intense, as if something is moving toward her room. She then hears the front door open. Unable to stay inside, she steps out to check what is happening, but immediately comes face to face with something terrifying. In a panic, she runs back, locks the door, and tries to call for help. In other versions of the video, a mysterious figure appears, performing strange ritual-like behavior before standing still and staring directly into the MacBook camera. In the comments, some believe it is real and circulating on the dark web, while others say it is just a horror movie trailer.
I don't want to watch that though. I'm good.
You want to know why they don't study women's bodies? Because I bet we have the security. Our entire uterus sheds and regenerates itself every month. Every month. And they don't want to study women? A placenta is considered an entirely new organ. We grow an entirely new organ. And that's not fascinating enough to study? But that would require them, once again, actually having to care about women, which they don't, and then actually them wanting to cure cancer, which they won't because they make the most profits out of us being sick. So that's just my little conspiracy.
This for entertainment. What we saying ain't true. Who agree and who don't?
This is me at the Mormon temple in San Diego that they opened up for the first time in 30 years. Before you ask, yes, it was creepy. Here are 5 things about it that I noticed when I went to go check it out yesterday. Number 1, the baptism pool is absolutely horrifying. It's this like suspended circular pool that is carried by 12 white bulls. And the symbolism hit me weird. It was about the 12 tribes of Israel. Each bull represented a different tribe. It wasn't just a weird symbolism, it was like the opulence of it. Number 2, when you're walking around, they have these like locker rooms, like right out in the open. The easiest way to describe it would be a country club or a nice gym. And that's where I guess everyone goes in to change their clothes into these like all white uniforms. Really creepy to think that they go through their ceremonies with everyone wearing these like all white suits. Number 3, they had these things called the sealing rooms, where people get sealed to each other for eternity. This like older guy came in and was like, so this is the sealing room where people seal their souls to family members, to their wives for eternity so that they can be together forever. Each room would have like a narrator. They'd read like a procured statement. It'd be like an elder or a missionary. And I think the whole reason for them opening it up was so that they could be like, look guys, we're not weird. And every time they tried to do that, it was like, oh man, this is weird. The sealing room also made me think about polygamy and how serial killers think about souls. Polygamy because it's like, hey, you're sealed with me for eternity, whether I cheat, whether I beat you, whether I treat the kids wrong, you're mine forever. And you're sealed to me even if I get a second wife. And it also made me think of serial killers because a lot of serial killers will say that like, I killed this person and now their soul works for me in the afterlife and I own their soul forever. I'm pretty sure like Zodiac and Ted Bundy thought like this. Number 4, the paintings in there have like a lot of regular depictions of Jesus, but there's a lot of pictures of like Jesus with brown children. A lot of brown people in the pictures. And it makes me think of like their missionary projects in like Samoa and in Latin America, recruiting brown people to do their handiwork. Also, a lot of pictures of young girls. Nothing inappropriate, but like there's like a bunch of pictures that include young girls in a lot of the pictures. There was one picture of a young brown girl wearing all white, kneeling, that made me feel uncomfortable. That could just be me because I'm a weirdo. Lastly, number 5, this place is a maze. I spoke with all the people that I went with and we all said that we only feel like we saw a fraction of it. When you would walk by, there'd be a lot of rooms that we couldn't see. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of hidden passageways through that thing, like it's Hogwarts or some shit. We only saw like the PC version of that place. Because I found out that isn't like a regular place of worship. A LDS member heard us talking and said that like, There was no like regular church area, like how you would think in a regular church or a Catholic church. There was no like worshiping area. This temple is only for ceremonies. And yeah, it might sound like I'm making fun of them, and part of it's because I know the history of Mormonism and I don't agree with a lot of it, if not most of it. But the thing that I always say about Mormons that always catches me off guard is how nice they are. Very polite, very nice, very welcoming. But the history of their religion promotes a lot of classism, racism, and hiding abuse. So that's why I'm going to be honest with what I say about how creepy and weird it was in there.
That's one culture I don't know too much about. I hear a lot about, though.
If you're not terrified by what is being shown all over social media of North Belfast last night and that man, then I don't know what would scare you. We were warned that our country would fall to its knees. Now look at it. I have children that are going to grow up in this. And I've never been so scared for them all my life.
Ain't no games. They telling the truth.
Can somebody explain to me what the hell are they selling at Subway's? What the? Shut up! They saying that's the big hot dog. The big hot dog. Subway's is now selling big hot dogs. Pause. First of all, I ain't eating no hot dog that's the same color as me. Shut up! This needs to stop. You can't pay me to eat this. Shut up! People are saying that this is very good. I don't care what toppings you put on this. I'm good. Look how he got his hands on this, bro. Look how he has his hands on this. There's no reason he should be holding a hot dog like this, bro. People done lost it. They are treating this like a New York City hot dog stand. I seen somebody put sauerkraut, onions, ketchup, and mustard on it, and they said it was amazing. Go try it out, guys. It's at your nearest Subway. Shut up! I never seen a hot dog this color, and hot dogs are usually not this big. Pause. Nah, B, I don't like the way his hands is on this hot dog, son. For real, this is what people are saying. Somebody said that this is the best hot dog they ever had, and I just don't believe that. Not just playing on, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Go try that new hot dog at Subway's. I heard it was fire. They love it. They putting all types of stuff on it that's not supposed to be on it. And I seen some lady eat it. I don't know why she ate it, but she ate it. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Did you have this or would you try this? Let me know. I'm out.
They all mess around with the glizzies, bro. I'm straight. That thing too big. No diddy.
All right, so there's been a major shift in the food industry here in the United States and also in the European Union. They have approved lab-grown meats, right? So if you want to stay away from lab-grown meats, you have to read your labels, right? So regulatory labels that they will be under are cell cultivated and cultivated meats. That's in the United States. If you're in Europe, it'll be cultivated meat or cell-based meat, right? So again, they have approved lab-grown meats. If you want to stay organic, read your label.
I thought they already had that in the stores. So if it was already in the stores, does that mean it wasn't approved by FDA? And ain't that against the law? That's the part that I'm kind of confused with. Somebody enlighten me. We seen lab-grown meat. We seen 3D printed meat. It was already in stores. We already see how stringy this shit is, bro. Like, we see the difference in the meat. What if they been did that? They just now telling us that they approved it. But it was already there. I don't know. I think that is the case, but I could be wrong. But this for all for entertainment. What I'm saying ain't true. Enlighten me, though. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That come on, talking about some, yeah, that was a body double, a clone, a with a face mask, something. They picked that mother right up off the block, gave him some clothes and some glasses and said, take your ass on out there. Usher ain't here tonight. Ain't no motherfucker that's supposed to be Usher. They call me USHERAYMOMD. That wasn't him, and that's indeed. That was a different motherfucker. You can think whatever the You want to think all I do know is I can see with my mother eyes that was not Usher. Now they didn't put some motherfucker on that stage and gave him some cash. That motherfucker, like he used to be Pookie back in the day. That's what he looked like. He looked like he used to with that shit. He happy as a motherfucker get to play Usher that night. Yeah, I saw some shit. They said Usher wasn't feeling well and all types of shit. Next thing you know, he got a show and that mother popped up. Skinny as a that looked like Usher trying to be Soulja Boy. That's what it looked like. That motherfucker like Usher trying to be Soulja Boy, dog. Peace.
Would you believe me if I told you that the Hindenburg was intentionally destroyed in order to move us away from using airships and traveling the world for virtually free? Because apparently the Hindenburg used hydrogen, and hydrogen is flammable. And there was some sort of leak in the Hindenburg, and there was a spark that ignited the hydrogen, which makes sense, but we have had this technology for decades before the Hindenburg. Why was there suddenly an issue? You see, Americans, Europeans, and so many people around the world were actually using airships to travel the world for virtually free. And that's why we have these weird little spires on the top of old architecture, where the airships would actually park, they would dock, and then people would either load onto the airship or unload. Which is pretty crazy how this wasn't even that long ago. But after the Hindenburg disaster, we completely moved away from airships. We still have some of them now, and some of them are used, to fly flags over a football game. And apparently they use helium, so it's not as flammable. But it really doesn't make sense that suddenly there was some kind of crazy disaster. Like they didn't think of this ahead of time. Like we didn't know that hydrogen was flammable. But entertainment only, I made everything up.
Mount Shasta reptilian base. And then I've also heard of Superstition Mountain. A lot of a high activity there as well. A lot of people go missing.
Yeah, I went hiking up through there and I left pretty quick. I just got my spidey senses went off, my neck started, and I go, there's reptilians here. I could feel we were being watched. I go, this isn't good. And I called on the higher beings to keep an eye on us, till we got out of there. But you could feel the energies. There's definitely something based there that's not positive. There's places, like the Bradshaw Ranch and Skinwalker Ranch, things like that, you just want to stay clear of. There's multiple layers of things going on. A lot of it, the land has been cursed because of what happened to the Native Americans. There's underground ET activity there, and they're not positive. They're the negative variety.
I know I'm not the only person that ever since they turned that Hydro Collider off, it feels like we have shifted into a whole nother reality. Like the timelines has jumped. Like, who remember when the Chick-fil-A didn't have a K inside of it? And now all of a sudden, the K mysteriously comes back. Since when in Willy Wonka was there ever a moon pie open to find the golden ticker instead of a chocolate bar? Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with me.
Mona Lisa painting. When the did she ever crack a smile? And they put this shit in our face. Remember Mr. Peabody making a joke about this? Literally making the Mona Lisa smile, changing how the picture came out, eventually cracking a smile. Like at this point, they just playing on our face. This is the picture that I remember, and now all over the internet, inside of the museums, now she's smiling. And all of these other crazy ass Mandela effects, like the Fruit of the Loom cornucopia, the Dash and the Kit Kat, Fruit Loops, Looney Tunes, and I can keep going. And for those who think that us shifting these timelines is just a conspiracy, please go look up Project Looking Glass. You can thank me later on the CIA.gov. But y'all let me know in the comment section below, what other Mandela effects have y'all been seeing since they shut that machine down? Have you even been seeing any Mandela effects? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned, because this shit is getting weird.
Me and my mom just discussed the moon pie the day that we dropped that video.
No, dude, the tote bag. I'm the trader. I've been going in on Trader Joe. I was the first. Well, me and you were some of the first guys to go in on Trader Joe.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So I was like, wait, everybody's loving the tote bags. You guys know about the tote bag thing that's going on, right? At Trader Joe's, there's crazy long lines for these damn tote bags.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, just like regular Trader Joe tote bags?
Yes, but they're like limited edition. I'll pull it up. This is crazy. Look,
right.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like the Stanley Cup. Remember the Stanley Cup craze a couple years ago?
I was thinking of the Starbucks cup.
Right.
You know, they were going
Fast
crazy.
food.
with
Those two.
Yeah, they were going crazy.
Those
with the
two.
Starbucks cup.
For some reason, I don't know. I think that these are like kind of socially engineered type of situations.
Is it limited edition? Like, I don't.
That's
I
what
don't
they say,
understand.
but look at these tote bags. Look, I don't know what's going on, but look at this. Okay, so there's long lines. So let's pull it up. So we have shoppers in line before sunrise to get these damn tote bags. I don't even know why there's a craze about it though. There's people standing in line at 4 a.m.
There's a certain people just shop at Trader Joe's. Like, they'll shop other places, but like Trader Joe's people, they'll argue you down too about their store.
Over a tote bag?
I don't know about the tote bag.
I don't know why this is a thing, but again, it makes me feel like, well, for one, a distraction. There was a line out here to where it was miles long waiting on tote bags.
Miles long.
Yes.
That's some.
Do they
that's some
have
zombie shit?
Is it like in the tote bag?
I don't know, bro.
That's like a new distribution?
I don't know. It's just weird because, again, I look at what the CIA does and what the government does when it comes to social engineering. They do certain things. And if you look into all the different projects that they had to where they were testing different things on the public without their knowledge, they had Operation Sea Spray. They had Operation Midnight Climax. They had another thing that where they just actually said that the U.S. Army was actually, they admitted during the Cold War in St. Louis, they were spraying this mysterious spray throughout the city. And what they were doing is they were testing certain components and they were going to use it against Russia.
Right. And yeah, actually, I remember we talked about that before. And people end up getting
cancer
like years later.
Now it's
generational.
Operation Tote Bag.
I don't know. Like
it's just weird.
I just feel like they do certain things like that through social engineer to distract. See how easily people are manipulated.
Damn, that's
to certain things like that because it's a tote bag.
Right. That's cold. Because you mean to tell me they're going to get in line for it?
Yeah.
Like, that shit is weird, man. And I'm looking at everybody else like, why are y'all in line for a tote bag?
It's stupid.
Temperatures just hit 183 degrees in China, and it's so hot that the water from the canals are evaporating. The ground is as hot as the temperature you cook meat at, and it's still going to get worse. People were terrified after Chinese authorities issued emergency warnings across the region as the ground was melting shoes and leaving severe burns on skin. And at this temperature, your organs start to shut down one by one, starting with your kidneys. And this same heat is now spreading across the country with no signs of stopping. Haunting reports show that at this temperature, your brain begins to swell inside your skull. Workers who've been outside are found paralyzed in their seat, unable to move, and people are collapsing on the street and not waking up the next morning. But it gets worse as it's not just in China. The same heat is now in Europe, where over 5,000 people have not made it, 160 million Americans are under heat alert, and the spread is showing no signs of slowing down either.
There ain't nobody convincing me that we are the advanced civilization. Like, have you seen this temple? Just look at this place, like hundreds upon hundreds of tons of stone, carved with a level of detail that most modern people could never recreate today, even with power tools. And we're supposed to believe that this was all done with hammer and chisel, horse and carriage, thousands of years ago. I mean, come on. The more I look at these ancient sites, the more questions I have, like, who taught them this knowledge? Seriously, how did they achieve this level of precision? Have we forgotten about a knowledge or a civilization that knew a lot more than our modern world? I mean, come on, we're taught in school that these people were primitive. Like, I look at this and I see pure intelligence, pure engineering, mathematics, artistry, absolute craftsmanship. Most modern buildings looking like a boring cardboard box. Like, it's very certain to me that these structures and our ancestors, they were a lot more capable than we've been led to believe. Like, that's why history is called his story, and we have been lied to. We are not the advanced civilization staring down at our phones whilst there's war, famine and destruction everywhere. In the world where these were built, they wouldn't have had time for wars. They had time for beauty and love. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you really believe that this was built thousands of years ago with hammer and chisel, horse and carriage? Or have we been lied to about our very existence and the ancestors before us definitely had a knowledge that we can't withhold in this modern world. But obviously, as always, this was just for entertainment, beautiful people. Clearly our ancestors were living in the dark ages and, you know, plagues everywhere and doing stuff like this. I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Okay, what I'm about to say might ruffle some feathers. But is there a correlation between... Shit. I've held this for a long time, but today's one of them days where something told me inside, like, nah, maybe ask that question. Is there a correlation between ancient civilizations that may have built a certain way, created certain shit, that might have got conquered, taken over, or overthrown by the powers that be right now? And if we look back at certain... Is that why certain history is not taught and removed out of certain people's background? Is there a correlation there? Because then it would connect the dot fully of you are... I'm just asking questions. Y'all let me know. I'm just asking. It is all for entertainment. I can see that either gonna ruffle feathers or this video will get hit hard for asking that question. I'm just asking, but it ain't true. Let me know your thoughts, bro.
Now, y'all know I don't mean to bother y'all with this shit now, but why are there over 2,000 pyramids in North America? I thought y'all told us the Egyptians built them. If Egyptians built the pyramids, when they get over to America to build 2,000 of them bitches? Who built the goddamn pyramids, bro? What were they used for, and can y'all be honest about it just for this one time? While there is no exact census, archaeologists have identified nearly 2,000 platform mounds and pyramid-style structures, with hundreds located specifically in North America. Unlike the stone pyramids of Egypt or Mexico, most North American structures are platform mounds. The highest concentration of these sites is found in Midwest, Eastern, and Southeastern United States. In Illinois, this is the largest and most complex site, featuring the remains of approximately 120 mounds. Why didn't y'all tell me that we have a pyramid in the United States right there in Illinois that covers 14 acres of land? Oh, don't worry, y'all got some in Georgia. 6 major mounds with primary structures standing 63 feet tall. These structures function as elevated platforms for temples, homes, for societal elites, and astronomical alignments. Did y'all know that most of these pyramids, the point is pointing straight directly at a star? So not only did they say the Egyptians built them, but Egyptian people knew exactly what a star was that they couldn't even damn see, but they building it perfectly aligned to that bitch. I'm just so tired of being lied to. I want to fight everybody.
I have a World Cup theory. People believe Lionel Messi actually is part of a prophecy, and it has to do with the next greatest football player of all time.
Really? What is it?
Messi is known as the greatest, right? Just so happens when he was 18 years old, 18 years and 11 months exactly, he was approached by UNICEF to do a charity, and he was part of a photo shoot for a calendar.
Yeah.
He took a pic with this one baby for the calendar, and there was this whole photo shoot.
Who was the baby?
This is wild.
Who was the baby?
This is wild. Messi with a baby.
I have seen this. But who's the baby?
You know who the baby is? The baby is your mom.
Lamine, yeah. Lamine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he, what people say, is the next great.
He's the best player right now.
What team does he play for? Barcelona. Just like Messi. Now check this out. He has his first World Cup. Messi, in that photo shoot, was at his first World Cup at 18, 11 months. He scored 1 goal in that World Cup. It's Jamal's first World Cup.
Yes. 18 years old?
Far, he's 18 and 11 months. And so far, he has 1 goal. Yo. People think that he's ushering in the new part of a prophecy to complete the bloodline of like who the next GOAT is, who the next greatest.
I mean, you see his hand right there.
Levels in Colorado. This is Dillon Reservoir. Are you sure we shouldn't be worried about the water levels?
The real question shouldn't be, are aliens real? We should be asking, what's up with that new Disney cruise package? Because the shit they're providing in that package is something that everybody needs to be made aware of. So go check out the new Disney cruise package and see for yourself what Disney is providing on its cruises.
There's this guy who started this conspiracy on TikTok, and he's literally talking because he has a picture of a Tesla that ran right through his living room.
Oh, no.
He's at home, his roommate's at home, and a Tesla ran right through the wall at like 5:06 p.m. He takes a picture of it. He calls the police. He goes outside at 5:07, takes a picture of the Tesla inside his house. I mean, it's completely ruined. And then at 5:10, he takes a picture of a tow truck guy whom he had not called underneath the Tesla. The guy says, whoa, 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 hey, can you like maybe wait for a second? The cops should be here any second. And he's like, nope, can't wait. The guy says, I really think like with insurance and everything, we probably should do a report and stuff. And he says, get the blank out of my way or I'll kill you. He threatens his life, gets to the front, pulls around, and the guy's like, do you not have any empathy? And he says, dude, screw your empathy. And literally just like takes the car and leaves. Yeah.
Whose Tesla was it?
Who's self-driving?
It self-drove into the living room?
I don't know. The conspiracy is that Tesla is paying any Tesla that gets into an accident, paying these tow companies or having reps in cities or whatever that work on those things at a drop of a hat in order to not get bad press.
I remember that clip. We showed that here. I'd have beat that tow truck driver's ass.
Whenever God is mentioned at the Grammys or God is mentioned at the Oscars or football games, basketball games, or when you get $100 million contract, I want to just thank God, because without God and my mom and my family, I mean, it's kind of it. They don't talk about God no other time publicly other than a big moment happening. And yet, people are worshiping the devil publicly all year long. The whole music video had devil worshiping in it. Y'all see this. Y'all see what's going on. So at the end of the day, man, I just had to really realize, like, wow, man, Denzel Washington does not do an interview on a red carpet or a sit-down interview. He does not do any interviews without at some point transitioning into talking about the goodness of God.
But to add on that, I just saw another video too that even if you, look bro, when you do this type of work, when you talk about shit like this, even if you do talk about the goodness of God and you ain't worshiping nothing bad, you're still gonna deal with the comment of who you praying to, bro. You know there's different gods. Like, bro, oh my God, if I did it the other way, it's wrong. I'm literally standing for right and you still questioning me. That's how some people in this line of work are. You are supposed to question everything. But damn, bro, sometimes ease up and smell the flowers. Like, understand you're living, that you don't have to be stuck in a box, bro. It's cool to go, it's cool to chase this truth. It's cool to question everything, but sometimes ease your ass up. This shit is considered weird a little bit. I'm just saying, bro. And y'all know I chase the truth, but sometimes there's some people in our community that shit gets weird a little bit. That's just being honest. Just being honest. Not saying we dislike anybody any less. It's just that's what it is, bro. So sometimes ease up. Lighten up, bro. Lighten up. I feel them on that shit.
Telling your kids don't come to Hollywood. I'm serious.
No, they eat babies. That is not bullshit. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood.
Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows? Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon? Talk about a fish story. Yeah. Man, and they're buying it. Oh, yeah.
Jim Carrey and Eddie Murphy are two major personalities in comedy who you simply can't ignore. They aren't simply random celebs who chose to expose Will Smith for fun. These are two of the most influential people in comedy history. Jim Carrey virtually revolutionized what it meant to be a movie star in the 90s, with his over-the-top exuberance and willingness to be absolutely ludicrous. Meanwhile, Eddie Murphy was practically influencing comedy before Carrey was even recognized. Eddie Murphy, Delirious, Raw, all those stand-up specials transformed the game forever. These aren't bitter rivals attempting to garner attention. These are two guys who established empires on their own terms and had nothing to gain and nothing to lose by expressing what they said.
For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track.
Search the internet long enough, you are bound to see some pretty sick shit. This is a series where we talk about some of the most disturbing videos that you can find on the internet. Tonight's video is the Twilight Zone movie incident video. These videos are for educational purposes only, and viewer discretion is advised. On July 23rd in 1982, during the filming of the Twilight Zone movie, specifically the segment called Time Out, a helicopter crashed during filming in Valencia, California at the Indian Dunes. The scene that took place involved actor Vic Morrow and two Vietnamese child actors. The scene was Morrow carrying these two kids through knee-high body of water, while soldiers were firing upon them, including the ones in the helicopter. However, due to an explosion that spun out the helicopter, including it flying too low, the helicopter spun and crashed into the body of water, ending the lives of Vic Morrow and the two Vietnamese child actors, as well as injuring the helicopter pilots. And the entire accident was caught on video. That, if I'm being honest, was way too damn easy to find. Now, of course, the question is, whose fault was it? Well, there was a 10-month trial, and a lot of people kind of got off on it. Most of the producers that were on trial, including the director John Landis, were actually acquitted of basically all the charges, including the manslaughter one. Now, a lot of the family sued and definitely won some money, but nobody was ever really sent to prison. And I find that insanely bizarre, especially when a lot of testimonies from people that were on set pretty much blame John Landis for everything. Mostly saying things like he wanted the helicopter lower even though it was getting a little bit too dangerously close to all the explosions in the set. However, this set incident sparked major changes across the entire board of filmmaking. In fact, it rocked the industry for a while, and rightfully so. Not only with safety on set, but also with child labor laws too. The entire thing was just an insane, absolute, catastrophic mess. The video itself is absolutely insane. I mean, knowing what is going to happen and actually seeing it in pretty clear quality too. The whole situation just man. But let me know in the comment section if you think there's another disturbing video that I absolutely need to cover.
I remember hearing about that.
Bro, I'm so sick and tired of being in Atlanta. Like, I was literally, I only been working 4 hours to my new job, new location. And look, check this out. Getting in my car, you know what I'm saying? Getting in my car and stuff, whoop whoop. Must be the battery. Must be the battery. You think it's the battery? Nah. Let me show you something. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Look, check this out. They took my engine. They took the engine. And it took them 4 hours to do so. I'm not even mad, bro. I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed how they do that shit, bro. Like, the black man just want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. You could have just took the damn car and left me the engine. But you took the little engine.
The thing is like, bro, if you could take the engine, that means you intelligent as hell. And if you that intelligent and that smart and you can handle some shit in 4 hours, why not try to invest in yourself and go get you a garage? And I hope you watching this. Go get you a car shop. Go do something positive, bro. And then pay that man back for your ills, for your wrongdoings that you did in your past. That's how you pay him back, is get on your feet and help him give some shit back.
Everybody's underreacting. To all this shit. All of it. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we walking around. Some guy says he wants us to go see the ping pong show. And I'm like, what the ping pong show?
Homies and homegirls told us about the ping pong show too. It said, don't ask, don't tell, you just go.
Following this guy right now. I'm about to see niggas play ping pong. Okay, bet. Let's go. Let's do it. I trust you, bro. You bet. Yeah. We in Thailand. Yeah, I trust you.
Good job, man.
Huh?
Good job.
Good show? I don't even have no words. If you in Thailand, go to the ping pong show. Actually, that shit is
He want to say so much, and I want to know what the hell's going on, but without having to go.
This right here was caught on video over South America. It's definitely a UFO because it's unidentified, it's flying, and it's an object. Although it looks like some kind of light thing. Maybe ball lightning, but ball lightning is more crackly and lightning-ish. This is just like a ball energy, booskies. Shabadoo!
Check it out, family. Backstory. This supposed to be the most terrifying road that truck drivers drive on in Mexico. It's known for sightseeing of witches, goblins, and UFO. As y'all can see, y'all just seen that little creature trying to cross the road. Y'all let me know what y'all think and feel about this in the comments. But at the same time, it's always some shit going on in Mexico. What the f going on? And these creatures popping out and showing niggas, like I like to say. Cause the veil is gone, it's Nathan there, Nathaniel's on Funnel Grave. Shit is crazy.
This is Kansas City, Missouri, being unburied. Certainly wasn't built by us inheritors, it was merely excavated. And we are once again met with a silly backstory as to why a people would just simply raise a whole level of the city and bury it under mud. But does this look like a relatively new city? Or does it look like a city being unburied? These look like, to me, a dig site, ruins of a far grander civilization, being unburied by us inheritors. It is not just Kansas City that you find these half-empty, muddy streets being unburied. These type of scenes can be found all across this realm in the late 1800s and early 1900s. A people unburying after the last mud flood, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations, from a far grander time. History is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon, and it was a set of lies the controllers agreed upon. Research the mud flood and fall of Tartaria. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
I asked a question. I had to ask it.
Listen, I know one lot of niggas. I'm telling you, I know niggas who carry it. They'll carry some shit purposely and intentionally to pass it off to women. Wizard type dudes where they passing off the trauma and they releasing their problems and all that. And
On purpose, yep.
Purposely, yeah.
Yep, literally. That's a fact.
Like I'm gonna get it to you. Yeah, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this, baby.
I understand. Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are all blue pill. Ye and Drake are red pill. What side y'all on? What side y'all want to be on at that point?
Was this before or after Kanye was going at Drake? I gotta know.
Because you're human, and I was human.
I was like, is Zuck gonna be okay? He's a partier.
He's a big partier.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that.
I know, and he doesn't have any limits, and he's big into the...
Is he?
2 helicopters crashed over Rio de Janeiro. All 6 people on board died. On the passenger list was American singer and comedian Oliver Tree.
I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that.
Order to me, please tell me what the hell this is. I don't have a clue, and I don't want to wake up dead in the morning. But it just keeps coming out the ground and stopping and coming, kind of like it pulsates a little bit. But it ain't hot, it ain't cold, it ain't like steam or nothing. It ain't got no smell to it. It's just there, and it's just coming out of this one spot. I don't know.
Nope. That one was open.
Not anymore.
Not now. You're blocked. There's something is behind that door. Something's behind that door.
What door?
Which one? That one. That door.
How do you know?
I saw it.
What? What'd you see?
Something's behind that door. Look behind the door.
He can't even look over there.
Go look behind the door.
I'm in Arizona, just driving through, and tell me when they started making clouds. What the? I've been through here like 20 times. I've never seen this shit. That's wild.
Behind the door, I wouldn't have been asked questions. We would have ran. The clouds, we've seen that before, but what is going on with the ground? Let me know.
I'm gonna tell y'all this because I love y'all, okay? You have to get physical media. It is time right now to be collecting your physical media, because we're about to enter a world where you will not own anything and you will subscribe to everything. You won't own music, you won't own movies, you won't own anything. And at the snap of anyone's finger, they can take it away from you. So this is the time to really buy physical media. Vinyls, CDs, video games. Get you a Wii console. I recently got me a Wii console. They cannot take that away from you. I own those things. I did not have to subscribe. I did not have to join anything. I did not have to put my credit card down for none of this stuff that I have. Right now is the time to get physical media.
California family is starting over after their baby's nursery was destroyed when police say teens threw a lit firework into their home. And the terrifying incident was all caught on camera. It happened just days before the 4th of July and less than 2 weeks before the baby's due date. The mother of the child, Leslie Morgan, says she wasn't home at the time but received a notification from her security camera after a neighbor spotted smoke and flames coming from the house and began signaling to the camera for help. The father of the soon-to-be-born child, Anthony Cadena, was inside and used a hose to fight the flames through the nursery window until firefighters arrived. Security footage later showed 2 teens allegedly lighting a firework and tossing it into the nursery. Police say 3 juveniles have since been arrested and are facing multiple felony charges, including burglary, aggravated arson, and conspiracy. Leslie says she was devastated and couldn't imagine why anyone would do something like that. She also claims she recognized the teens immediately, alleging they had previously bullied her daughter and had made attempts to fight. The fire destroyed nearly everything the family had bought or received for their newborn, and anything that wasn't burned was contaminated by smoke, forcing them to replace it all just days before welcoming their new baby. Despite the heartbreaking loss, the family says the community has railed around them and a GoFundMe has been launched to help them rebuild.
Well, it's that hot here? Oh, wow.
The Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
In Texas, I was getting ready to take this off and it's literally melted on.
At work.
It's impressive.
It's literally melting off. I cannot make.
In Raleigh today, the streets.
I remember when we was kids though, that used to happen. That part.
Everybody wants spiritual gifts until they realize awareness comes with seeing things that you cannot ignore. You can't ignore your man lying, that white lies. You can't ignore your girl leaving out those little things in a sentence she says. You'll be obsessed. You'll have that spiritual psychosis a little bit, right? And you have to keep grounding yourself. Spirituality makes you want to ground because it's so you're so powerful. You have this X-ray vision, right? You can see, you can expose people, right? And it's like the awareness is you don't want it yet unless you're really ready. When you're ready, then you're ready. But if you're not ready for these spiritual gifts, oh yeah, everybody wants it, but they're not ready.
And this how you could tell somebody not ready. When they find the truth, the one that's calm, when they know the truth and they calm and they act like they don't know, or they not quick to push it on somebody else, that's the person who's been holding it for a long time, who's been on this path for a long time. The one who gets to know and wants to tell everybody and always quick to try to be right, that's the one who's just fresh into this shit. We was all there once upon a time. Some still there. That's how you could tell the season in if they seasoned or not. The person who's done a lot in their life is the calm one. The one who pretends to be from certain shit or act like they like that is the one who's running his mouth all the time. The one who's saying what he's gonna do. Same shit. The one who understands and can see and assess, and I respect that. I'll let you do your thing. I might know the truth, but you'll learn it sooner or later. At some point. But it ain't for me to tell you. It's for you to learn. It's for you to wake up. Them the ones that you could tell been on this path for a long time. And they lost they have taken some L's and went through some experiences to make them be like that. The one that's opposite of that is the one who hasn't had to learn yet. They new on this path. Just like babies. When babies new on this earth, they act a certain way until they've been here a certain amount of time and they start to learn. They start to be more calm. They start to pick up more habits. good habits. It could be bad too, but see what I mean? Same shit. Let me know your thoughts, bro. He not wrong though.
So mother is about to demonstrate putting a black light on the mother oatmeal cream pie. Now, when I was a little kid, these motherfuckers was delicious to. I mean, delicious. I used to eat these motherfuckers all the time, but you know, now that we older and shit, a lot of these motherfuckers snacks don't taste the same, so I don't eat majority of none of this shit no more. Now, I ain't had one of these motherfuckers in forever. And I'm glad I haven't, because this shit right here is diabolical, dog. Once this black light get put on this oatmeal cream pie, it look like that motherfucker had some nuclear chemicals in that. Why it look like that? Why does the oatmeal cream pie look like Papa Smurf then skeet, skeet, skeet from the window to the wall in that mother? Huh? Why the do it look like the blue in my shirt, dog? That don't make nan bit of sense. I ain't never seen. Now I want to see every food known to man under a black light. Man, we ain't got none of these in the house. We ain't got nan one in the house, and I don't want no oatmeal cream pie that turns blue under a mother black light. I wonder if it was doing that shit back in the day when I used to eat these growing up. Huh? I hope it didn't, man. They didn't put so much shit in our food that it's genetically modifying our mother body. I swear for God, bro. I believe that like a. Because if I wonder what happen if you eat one of these, put a black light on your stomach. You gonna see little blue shit flying around in there in your mother gut, huh? Y'all tell me what y'all think. What y'all think inside this milk cream pie, dog? They got the mother the blue hue under the black light, dog. Peace.
Hey, what's up, America? Walking lightning. Yes, walking lightning, effectively known as spider lightning or anvil lightning. And in some cases, if the clouds are close enough to the ground, it can look like lightning bolts are actually walking while moving down the surface of the earth. So let's take a look at some walking lightning, or in this case known as an energy charge event. So here is that lightning, the walking spider lightning. I initially thought this was some AI bullshit, but apparently it's not, which absolutely floored me after seeing this, because I thought it has to be bullshit, right? It has to be. No, that's a real thing. This shit happens. Damn. So let me know what you think, because I've never seen anything like that myself until just now. So do you think that's some freaky shit or what?
First time I saw that clip, I thought it was AI, bro. I was on Instagram when I saw that clip and I said, nah, this fake. There's no way that this shit is moving in sync like that. But he says real. Look, I passed it, because when I seen it, I was like, nah, I don't know, bro. But I guess the shit we see nowadays, bro, just don't even make no sense. It'd be like, bro, no, I thought that was fake. But it's actually real. Truth is stranger than fiction. The truth is stranger than fiction. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I know y'all hate this part of the video. We made it to the end of this. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you for watching on TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Don't forget to hype up the video. I love y'all, Collective. Till I see y'all in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably